Conversation review is probably the most important task that AI trainers do on a day-to-day basis. Think about how your VA was built for a moment. The intent hierarchy was built based on what you thought users would be asking for. But you don't know for sure if users aren't asking for other things. And the training data was written based on how you thought users would ask. But you don't know for sure that users will actually ask in that way. And then the responses were written in a way you thought would satisfy users. But that's just an assumption. We don't know how users would actually react to those responses. The best way to find out these things is to sit down and read through conversations that your VA is having. We have to review conversations, because if we don't, then we're working blind. By reviewing conversations, we get a window into what users are really asking. We'll see how they're phrasing themselves, and we'll see whether they like our responses or not. And by getting that insight, we're able to make efficient improvements where they're needed. But conversation review isn't something we do just once. Conversation review is something we should be doing every day. There might be things outside of our control that will drastically change how users interact with the VA, like maybe there's a server issue and nobody can log into your services anymore. Or maybe a new marketing campaign makes users ask a lot of new questions. We need to be on top of that if it happens, and we do it by reviewing conversations regularly. And if we do that, we will also get a powerful statistical tool. Imagine if you consistently review conversations over a long period of time. If we categorize and log conversations carefully, we can use that data to make smart choices about how we should expand or improve the VA project in the future. And that is why conversation review is important. We get direct insight into how the VA is performing, we get to stay on top of the sudden changes with our user base, and we get the insight we need for long-term data-driven improvement of the VA project. So let's talk about conversation review.